Back to sunny Croatia. It's all about the Royal Cup today. Phoenix go on the water with a small lead and they have breeze. It should be a great day. Well, it's great to see the spirit of collaboration through the fleet as we had our ambassadors meeting, problems shared, initiatives shared, and everything moving forward.
There is no plan B!
You have to be examples, and not only on your results, but also on your attitude. I think that's something we can all improve a lot in sailing, getting our playground a little cleaner.
It's great to see the conversation that's happening, being led primarily by Phoenix and Quantum on the sustainability front, but all of the teams are asking the right questions, and some are really engaging in a lot of levels. It's wonderful to see. They're real leaders in the sport, and we need them to be the role models.
So it turns out the spirit of collaboration is not just about the sustainability, but also about the practicalities of keeping Gladiator going today as the teams work together through the night.
Yeah, we worked until 5 AM with two of the other guys, Alex from Phoenix and Adam from Sled. Wouldn't have been able to do it without them. No, you can't really prepare for it. It is what it is, and that's what we're here for.
So final day, race number 7 of the regatta. Patrick and Sled are both best off the start line. The early advantage is to Sled on the left side, but once again the right comes good. Prevets are best from midway up the beat. Meantime, Phoenix, the regatta leaders, are 6th early on and even then drop back. Top mark, first time up, Prevets lead, Azura 2nd, Luna Rossa 3rd, then Prevets get a good lead. Luna Rossa pass Azura at the top mark, second time up. At the finish line it's Prevets winning, Luna Rossa 2nd, Azura 3rd and Phoenix down in 10th. Luna Rossa go into the final race with a lead of 6 points.
Very close as we see on the point score, so it's going to be about trying to make sure if we can hang in the top 5 in a lot of races, that's the goal, but it's not always easy.
Second race of the day, race number 8. The breeze is up to 16 knots at the start. The committee boat end of the line is favoured. Platoon contenders are over the start line. Onda are closed out at the committee boat end of the line, but Allegri get away nicely and lead. The battle for second is in the balance all the way around the racecourse. Sled are 3rd at the top mark as Allegri streak away to the lead. Phoenix in 5th, but Phoenix stay right down the first and then on the second run and gain both times. At the finish line, Allegri get their second win of the regatta. Sled gets second across the finish line, but with Phoenix in 3rd, second overall is with Phoenix.
Our group is becoming bigger and bigger, and this result just give us the power to go tomorrow in Cagliari and work even harder if it's possible.
It was great though to come in under pressure today. I mean, we're in 2nd place and we really had to perform, and so as a team that's a great thing to go through.
It's been good fun. It's a really awesome fleet to sail in. Every time you go out and every race you start is a new challenge, and we try to really start every race from scratch again and say, you know what, it doesn't matter where we came in the last race, this is a new start and let's go and try our best again.
And the winners then are Luna Rossa on 32 points, Phoenix in 2nd on 36 points, and 3rd are Sled, also on 36 points. Fantastic regattas finish in Croatia. It's been wonderful sailing, great competition, and the first time the 52 Super Series. And the one thing we've learned is you should come to Croatia.
over the moon, you know, finally the boat was going, and that's just a great feeling. And I think that we had a couple of moments where we can look back at the setup and say, yeah, actually that will be one that we'll put in the bank. No, it's been really light, and I think in pool you probably saw that the slightly better light wind boats, you know, actually made a difference, whereas here, you know, we've managed to hold on and we ran enough in first and second. It's really pleased with the result. This winter there was a lot of work done to the boat by Rock here and the Hague team, and moved the rig back a long way, and I do think it was a positive.
Hard weekend at the office, definitely. Kind of all over the place, shifty, light. Suddenly, you know, the entire apple cart is turned upside down, and people are coming through that have struggled in other conditions. And even the regatta in pool, you know, you saw boats like Jubilee coming to the fore again, and that's what the class needs. So this regatta didn't all go Rand's way, for example, and Hitchhiker, you know, hung in there. Suddenly Tokelosh was back in the mix. And then you had, of course, as you said, the Swedes coming in on Elvis, making a good fist of it. Eno after 2 races. So definitely this kind of abnormal English summer throws the cat amongst the pigeons, and that's good for the racing. I think we'll get it back. That was the last regatta without Morty, and I think we're definitely looking forward to having him back and getting sort of another mojo going. Not to say that we haven't had 3 good regattas with different drivers, all of whom have come into the team very well, and I think enjoyed being with us.
You know, so much of sailing is organisation. It's a team game, and it's also something where your shore work and everything makes a huge impact. The boat's a bit more organised. We've got the mighty Pepski doing tactics. Hamish Pepper, he likes to push it. He's been great actually, really good, and great direction and addition. So no, it's good. It's been a really good weekend.
It'd be good to get back into a bit of breeze, and we look forward to the rest of the season.
Welcome to the beautiful Lagos for the opening day of the GC32 Lagos Cup and the second event of the 2018 GC32 Racing Tour. This is the first time that the tour has visited Lagos, so there was an air of anticipation as the team prepared to head out onto the water and race.
It's been excellent so far. We've had some great conditions for sailing, flat water, and 8 boats on the water. 3 days of training so far, so everyone's, I think, really excited about getting into the racing today.
We are in Lagos on day 1. We expect really good winds today with flat waters, so we're really excited to go on the water and see what happens.
Ideal conditions greeted the cruise with winds hitting 15 knots. The GC32s sprang out of the water, and it was some sight with the boats foiling. The action started with the anonymous speed challenge, in which Frank Racing, skippered by Simon Hull, had the best average speed of 25.26 knots. 5 races were then scheduled, and it was Frank Camas who dominated the race course. His team on board Norauto finished in the top 3 in all 5 races sailed, and they topped the leaderboard with Zulu second and Argo in third.
Today was a good day for us. With my crew on Norauto, they are very well trained in this condition, and we are confident with the speed of the boat. The goal was to avoid the mistake during the maneuver in the heavy condition with a big puff in reaching and downwind, and it's what we achieved today.
Let's now have a look at the overall standings after day 1. At the same time, Argo, skippered by Jason Carroll, lead the Owner Drivers' Trophy. For more information, head to www.gc32racingtour.com, and we'll be back tomorrow for day 2 of the GC32 Lagos Cup.
Go for the Brunel import race start after 45,000 miles of fun, adventure and the closest ever race. This is the final start. Team Brunel just at the pin end of the line, doing very nicely, putting the bow down. 3 seconds to go, 2, and it looks like the gun goes. Team Brunel takes the best of the start. Just behind them, Vestas 11th Hour Racing to windward, Sun Hunkai Scallywag.
And what a start, absolute cracker there for home favourite Team Brunel.
Oh, brilliant from Sun Hunkai Scallywag. They got that little extra bit of puff, and they managed to, despite a rather awkward mark round, and get inside Team Brunel. That look, there's a cross coming up here, and it's turned the tide on plastic, and Team Axo Nobel, oh, they're going to go for it. Oh, it was a duck. The fans' favourites here in The Hague doing brilliantly. Team Brunel lead with a comfortable margin. So Dongfong Race Team second, Team Axo Nobel in third. Scallywag have called the mark, Vicey. Tell us about Scallywag, they've called the mark. Look at this, Dean Kafari sailing around David Wynn, who's tied to the mark. Look at that, turned the tide on plastic, have overtaken Vestas 11th Hour Racing. And that changes it on the overall race leaderboard. That puts Turn the Tide on Plastic in 6th and Team Sun Hunkai Scallywag in 7th. Very appropriately, Bauer Becking and the hometown team, who had such an incredible comeback in the Volvo Ocean Race, seal a beautiful sunny day here in Den Haag with a win in the Brunel import race. It's Team Brunel. It's Dongfong Race Team in second. Has turned the tide on plastic. Get all their luck coming just when they need it to finish. And 2 boats in between them and Sun Hunkai Scallywag. They take 6th in the import race series and 6th overall. Look at the celebrations.
On another classic sunny day with a fresh north-northeasterly breeze on Sweden's Maarstrand Fjord, the RC44s flew upwind and down as they fought to find the fastest path to the finish line among the waves. Slovenian Igor Lar at the wheel of Searef still controls the fleet, despite struggling in the day's first race when Team Aqua scored its first bullet of the event. Just 1 point behind Searef and on equal points is the local boat Artemis Racing and the Russian crew on Brunanasek sailing team. With his elite crew on Artemis, including Andy Horton on tactics and Ian Percy on main sheet, Torben Tornquist was the best performer of the day, with a 2nd, a 1st and a 4th. The day's last bullet went to Charisma, helmed by Nico Poms, who found extra speed in the fresher conditions on day 2 and now lies 6th overall.
It was great. It was fantastic. Obviously, we did quite well today, so that helps to come home in a good mood. But I also say that it's a tribute to the class and the racing and how really close it is. I mean, it's a cross here and there on one boat can mean 3-4 places. That's how tight it is. Anyone can win this.
with 10 seconds to go. Folks, this is it. After 45,000 miles of racing, for the first time in round the world history, 3 teams have one final 700-mile leg to go to decide who will be crowned the winner. There goes the gun. Legends will be made in this one last dramatic sprint. It's all on the line. Great start at the windward end from Sunungai Scallywag.
Oh, I tell you what, if Scallywag wasn't a hair's just behind the line, I don't know what but Mr. Lee was actually steering Sunungai Scallywag and he nailed it.
Toast to anyone? Last back.
Been in Denmark for 20 years. There you go. That was in and out, done. One thing the boss did notice, and you know I've noticed for a long time now, is that the people in this boat, well, they obviously never give up, but they just work harder when things get hard. They just work harder, and I think it's a big thing of one of the things, you know, SH and I are quite proud of the team. It's a bit of the ethos that, you know, we don't give up, and you know. It's quite inspiring to watch, isn't it, sometimes?
Oh yeah, 3 hours of power. Here we go.
Look at this, I apply the tackle powder like Bess taught me. He just gave up.
Look, it's a great place to be, and it's a real privilege to be sailing with all of them, especially what happened to fish, so it's really good to be here with the team. Look, I think ever since what happened to fish, the results is not our main focus. We really just want to finish this race. Obviously, the team has done very well. Up to Auckland, we were ahead of some of the race leaders. We were third. And the last few results have not been the best, but a lot of factors were out of cruise control, including some very bad luck and bad weather. So let's hope we can make a strong finish for the race.
Last night was fantastic down here. They put on a great paella for the entire collection of people. I don't know how many hundreds of people are here racing. And it was brilliant. You know, a little piece of Palma, some local paella and a couple of beers. You know, it was good fun.
Amazing, you know, Palma Bay turned it on again, a bit more of a reachy super yacht style course.
3 boats all tied on 4 points, so pretty close racing, really tight finishing, tight around the race course.
was the last time you went in an Opti?
Probably last time Pete and I raced against each other about 4 years ago. It was less wind though.
The media outlet in the world seems to think it'd be a great idea to get me and Blair to sail against each other in Opti. So. I mean, they're just great looking boats.
I'm quite happy with the pool.
Pool was a good setup, isn't it?
No, it was actually very cool to see so many kids getting into sailing. It's a good way to do it.
And Nick Bice reporting in live from the booth at Opti Lake with one of the highest bodies of water in the Netherlands sitting on a beach. Here we go. Let's get ready for the coveted Triple Crown in yacht racing. And it's on Donkey Kong. Pete Burling trying his hardest to tip Blair Tuke over to no avail. And that is an absolute shocking tack. Here he goes, port starboard. And it started off in Optis when they were about 2 years old, these guys. 28, 30 years old now, and what have they done? Back to the roots, grassroots. Plenty of people on the sidelines cheering these guys through here. And Pete Burling takes the first strike. I think we could have an incident there on the mark. Great style shown there by Blair Tuke, and here we go. Pete Burling taking it around the first lap in first position. Just remembering this is the Triple Crown of yacht racing. And we call that the old layback. Bang! Into the camera he goes. This guy knows how to treat the media, and that's with utmost respect. Not a man of many words here, but port starboard, bang. Get out of here. Red flag for the man in the red top. And here's a bit of shenanigans shown by Blair Tuke, trying to tip Pete out. Coming down to the finish line now, and casual as you like, across the line like a true champion. A champion that has taken the Triple Crown. And what's he? Oh, that's it. Straight over, snap the rig. Thank you very much.
Second place again, I reckon. No good.
Looked like you hooked him pretty good there at the start though, BT. You had him.
Yeah, I had him. I don't know. He sort of played some dirty tactics to get back into the race, I would have thought. And then, yeah, really let him off the hook. But all in good fun.
Would you say that's a pretty traditional match racing hook, grabbing the other boat? Or?
Yeah, it's definitely out of left field by Pistol, but he'll do anything to win, you'd have to say. But no.
Yeah, there's a clear port starboard incident there at the start, unnoticed.
Is that after you'd already cheated?
Feel like
that after you'd already cheated?
Yeah, you were cheating at the same time.
Nice come from behind victory there, Pete. How's that one?
Yeah, well I think yeah, a couple of good shifts. Yeah. You know, a lot of cheating, that kind of thing.
You're on the water?
We hit the bottom pretty hard. You got that.
4 men are attempting to cross the Indian Ocean, rowing 3,600 nautical miles.
You're just rowing and eating and sleeping and nothing else.
Over 65 days.
That's your life. You're either out here rowing or you're in there.
In one rowing boat.
This is what we're going to be calling home. For 2.5 months. Welcome.
Welcome.
To your humble abode.
Rowing the Indian Ocean.
What is? That's where I am.
Is no mean feat.
It is cosy.
But it's even more remarkable when
one person has Parkinson's in the crew, and that is myself.
The journey will see Robin row from Australia to Mauritius in a 29-foot boat.
The cabin portholes are quite tight. I do struggle getting in there.
And it's going to be tough.
It's a lot smaller than everyone imagines. There's no toilet on board. It really brings home what it is he's going to be living in for the time we're at sea.
These are going to be fun. Someone whose hands are not working properly. It's going to be great.
I see cramps being an issue.
You've got this thing called claw hand. You're holding onto the oars and you're pulling on the oar all the time. When you wake up in the morning, your hands are sort of stuck in this claw position. You literally have to force your hands open to get them onto the oar.
But that isn't going to stop Robin. He's determined to change the course of his disease.
I want to prove to people with Parkinson's that you can do things, and I hope to really show people that these things are possible, and rather than doing it for myself, I am wanting to do this for the Parkinson's community.
Robin will be monitored by researchers to see how his neuromuscular system copes and adapts with prolonged endurance activity.
The hope is that exercise, or greater exercise, will actually help the condition.
We fully expect as time goes on, the more exercise he does, the less his symptoms will become apparent and the symptoms he exhibits wouldn't be as pronounced.
The hope is that it will actually change the way we actually treat the disease in the future.
Conquering the seemingly impossible, the team want to put young onset Parkinson's disease on the map.
There will be highs and lows. I expect them to happen. I want them to happen. I want people to see how I cope with this sort of challenge, but more importantly, how a person with Parkinson's copes.
We can all do amazing things. If I can do it, certainly other people can.